What's going on, everybody? Chase with iDub Hockey, here to do a quick review on the new Warrior Covert QR5 40 hockey stick. Now, this is the first model in the performance level from Warrior this year, so we're gonna see some serious upgrades in performance, great for the vast majority of competitive players looking for maximum value. Also has a low kick point, courtesy of the edge taper, and this just means you're gonna get one of the quickest shot releases in the game today. So starting us off with shaft dimensions, we have rounded corners, straight sidewalls, super comfortable in the hands. Also has a tacky grip texture throughout the majority of the stick. It basically ends where that edge taper begins, so it's really cool to see that kind of gloss grip finish and then a nice matte finish down below. Looks great, but also gonna be very secure in the hands like I mentioned before. As we get into construction and materials, some big upgrades here. We find the RLC 122 construction process, and that uses a minimus unidirectional carbon fiber. Now, that RLC is essentially the way that they lay up the stick with these carbon fibers, and it really just takes it to a whole new level because of how strategic they engineer each and every layer. So with that minimus unidirectional carbon fiber, this is just a much higher quality material than what we find in the QR550. So right out of the gate, a lot lighter, but when it's combined with that RLC 122, both of these are just gonna give you such an improved energy transfer. As you're taking your shots, you're just gonna notice more zip on them. And like I said, lighter and a lot more consistent. So really cool upgrades there. As we get into the kick point, one of my very favorites in the game today with this QR edge taper. Unlike a traditional low kick that has a nice aggressive taper going from the shaft into the blade, has a really cool angular design on both the forehand and the backhand. It does a really excellent job of loading and recoiling your shots. So this is what gives it such a deadly quick shot release, and it feels nice and effortless too. But most importantly, that angular design gives it some really great rigidity, and especially torsional rigidity. So you're taking those shots, especially if it's a big one-timer or a really hard wrist shot, it's gonna prevent the blade from twisting, because when that happens, that's when you lose accuracy. So deadly quick shot release and deadly accuracy as well. As we get into the blade, we see more of that minimus unidirectional carbon fiber. Just really love how it looks, gives it such a rich, high-end look and feel, but also for you as a player, it's gonna give you better responsiveness and feel too. So catching passes, you're gonna know exactly where that puck is sitting at all times. Really key for those danglers as you're going through traffic. You don't have to look down. That's what happens when you get rocked. So really cool to see there. Also has the fuel core blade, very lively and stiff, which is perfect for that low kick point. So it can allow that player to get a little extra zip off of the blade. Also has a very lively feel, which is one of my personal preferences because I just like that feedback, that responsiveness. And so always a big fan of the Covert feel there. As we get into looks and feel, we have 450 grams in a Senior 85 Flex. Big improvement in balance as well as just the overall feel compared to the QR550. So it's definitely worth an upgrade if you're looking between these two options. This just offers so much value at 450 grams and at this price point. Really great job by the team at Warrior. Visually speaking, keeping that covert root just alive with that nice blue as well as the orange. It has a, kind of a dark feel, but it does have a little bit of pop too. So in other words, a nice little balance of that kind of subtlety, but also a little bit of flash. Now, if you're looking for even more information, go ahead and hit the link in the description. Give us a thumbs up on the video. While you're there, make sure you're subscribed to the #1 hockey gear review channel on YouTube. See you next time.